morning. Welcome to Family Bible. So glad to have you guys join us tonight. We are in our last week of our Indescribable series. And tonight we get to talk about all of how God cares for you. And we're going to take a look at the shark tonight.
Ooh, the shark.
All right, so we're going to start with our Bible verse. And it says this. Now then, stand still and see this great thing the Lord is about to do before your eyes. 1 Samuel 12:16. When you think about a shark, probably one of the first things you imagine is its teeth. More than 400 species of sharks are in the world, and they all have teeth. Lots and lots of them. That's because they also lose lots and lots of those teeth as they rip and tear into their prey. Yikes! Sharks would quickly starve without their teeth, so God gave them a unique teeth replacement system. Sharks' teeth are arranged in rows in their mouths, one behind the other. Some sharks only have 5 rows of teeth, but others, like the bull shark, have 50 rows. Oh my goodness.
50 rows. Can you imagine that?
50 rows. These rows basically act like conveyor belts. When one tooth is lost, another tooth from the row behind it pushes forward to take its place. Sharks aren't the only creatures God takes care of in unique ways. He comes up with pretty unusual ways to take care of his people, too. Think about the Israelites who wandered and camped out in a desert-like wilderness for 40 years. Their shoes and clothes they never wore out. Did God take care of them?
Yeah.
He sure did. Then there was Elijah. God fed him by sending ravens, which is a bird, carrying bread and meat. Did God take care of him then?
Yes.
You know what that means, guys? Birds brought food to the people. What?
Yeah.
How can they do that?
Because
Carried it in its mouth.
God sent the birds to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, you know what? All we have brought something.
Yeah.
The burrito to us, like by walking and you let go of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the widow of Zarephath, even in the middle of a terrible famine, which means there was no food or water, her jars of oil and flour, they never ran out. When no one else had food, she had jars of oil and flour so she could make food.
And who do you think did that?
God.
God made sure, you know how we have flour and sugar in the cupboard and chocolate chips?
Yeah.
That would be like you always have chocolate chips and flour and sugar in your cupboard. Always. Even when you scoop it out, it filled right back up.
Yeah.
God did that for the pots for her.
Also, God took care of the people by taking 5 loaves of bread and 3 fish?
2 fish.
2 fish
Yeah.
and fed thousands of people.
He sure did.
That's right, buddy.
Man,
How
those
about
are some
5 fish?
awesome miracles, aren't there? Aren't they how God
Yeah.
takes care of his people?
Yep.
Well, there's tons of other miracles in the Bible that God tells us about that where he protects us or he protects his people and he takes care of them. And the point of all of them is that God takes care of us and he uses amazing ways to do that and he uses creative ways too. So guess what? You can always trust God to take care of you. So you just watch and you see what creative ways he does it, how he takes care of you guys.
So think about those sharks. When the shark eats a tuna or whatever the shark eats, sometimes he loses teeth because he bites so hard. But do you think that shark worries about where his next tooth is going to come from?
No.
He doesn't worry. It just pops, a new tooth just pops right into place. Isn't that cool, guys?
Who did that?
The shark. And guess what? So when you find yourself worried about something, you can just know God's going to pop it right into place. Just what you need. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Can you guys think of some ways that God takes care of you?
By giving us clothes.
Yeah, he provides clothes for you guys. What else?
House.
He gave us parents.
Yeah.
take care of us,
Yeah.
and teach us.
What if any boy or girl was watching and they have one parent but not two? You know what you could say to them? You could say, guess what? God sees you and he knows and he'll make sure and take care of every need that you have.
That's
right?
Yep.
Have you ever worried what friends you might make in the next school year?
Sometimes.
Or if you're going to do good on your courses, your classes? Or have you ever thought, oh no, I don't know if I'm going to have a backpack and school supplies and clothes to go back to school in? Guess what? God is looking ahead and he already has it all figured out just for you. Did you guys think of anything else when we were talking about this earlier? What about when there's storms? Is that what you're going to say? When there's storms and you think, oh no, I don't know if we're going to blow away in the tornado or get crushed or something like that. Guess what? God will take care of you. He already knows ahead of time he's going to take care of you. And you can believe in his promises for you. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. God is a good God. He's a loving Father. And he desires to take amazing care of his kids. And you're one of his kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
So next time you're not sure how maybe your problem is going to get fixed, or maybe next time you find yourself worrying about something, just like Mom shared about that widow. You know what a widow is? It's a woman who was married but her husband died. So in the Bible, that story about that widow, God took care of her by making sure she had enough flour and other ingredients to make cakes, basically pancakes and biscuits. She had enough and she never ran out. Guess what? God took care. God took care of her.
Yeah, he sure did.
So there you go.
Yep. Tonight, trust God and know that he is always taking care of you. All right. Before we go, we're going to leave you with a cool fact about sharks. So, sharks are born with a full set of teeth, unlike humans who are born toothless. Sharks' teeth vary in shape depending on the type of shark and what it eats. For example, the short-fin mako shark has razor-like teeth for tearing, while the zebra shark has flat teeth for crushing. The shells of the mollusks it likes to eat. So there you go. God designed sharks to have different types of teeth.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's awesome. All right. Well, once again, guys, remember that God loves you and he cares for you so, so, so much. And we love you and we hope you have a great night. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.